President Trump appropriately calling it all the Kamala crash. Our first guest, former Florida Attorney General and former special advisor to President Trump, Pam Bondi. Pam, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, Lydia, great to be with you here in this Florida hurricane weather.
Well, stay safe. And Trump, you know, he's always one to be bright and sunny and calling it like it is, right? He posted on Truth Social regarding the economic crisis we're facing. Stock markets crashing. I told you so. Kamala doesn't have a clue. Biden is sound asleep, all caused by inept U.S. leadership. He went on to say that this was the Kamala crash. Look at that. What do you think?
Well, I mean, Lydia, just in July, we had 7 million Americans jobless. In July, that's the highest unemployment rate in 2.5 years. And yeah, we've got to get Donald Trump back in office before we tailspin into a recession. So that's why these next 90 days are going to be so very important. Donald Trump is focused on saving our country. He's all over our country campaigning. Doesn't matter who the candidate is. We don't care if it's Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. We don't care who their VP is. People understand a recession. People understand safety. They understand what's going on at the border. They understand jobs. And that's what Americans are seeing. Doesn't matter who the Democrat opponent is. We're going to win.
Just very recently, Kamala Harris was praising the economy, praising Bidenomics. Does she think that we don't have eyes and ears, that we don't see what's going on with our bank accounts?
Yeah, and it's everyday Americans who are out there, who are out of jobs, who are only being able to work part-time, who are having to take on 2, 3 part-time jobs just to survive. And that's what people are seeing, you know, and we've got J.D. Vance who's going to the border for President Trump. And, you know, she had never met with the border czar. We just had last month, Lydia, over 1,300 pounds of fentanyl seized. It just, as a prosecutor, I know it just takes a few grains of fentanyl to kill you. And they seized over 1,300 pounds, and that's just what they seized. So imagine what's coming into our country. You know, the economy is so important, but so is safety for Americans. And people are seeing that. And people are seeing, were you better off then, or are you better off now? And there is no question in our minds that you were better off under Donald Trump, and he will keep us safe. And that's just as important, Lydia.
Pam, how do people not realize that a vote for Kamala is a continuation of the chaos that we're seeing right this very moment, except that she's more radically left? We know that she wants to decriminalize border crossings. We know that she wants to defund the police, that she wants to abolish ICE. Today, the Biden-Harris team also announcing that they're expanding the number of places that illegals can go to apply to come into the United States. They got their little app, this and that. She's the border czar, says she wasn't, this and that. I mean, do they think Americans are that stupid?
But Americans aren't stupid, and you and I know that. And, you know, there have been over 10 million illegal aliens crossing our border, and the crime rate is through the roof by illegal aliens. These aren't undocumented immigrants. These are illegal aliens, and these are criminals. Venezuela's dumping their jails out and releasing them into our country. And people are seeing that, and it's only going to get worse. And they know that we had a safe country under Donald Trump. And you know what? We had a safe world under Donald Trump. All these foreign countries wouldn't be playing these games, doing these things they're doing if Donald Trump was in office. Peace through strength. That's what he's practiced, and that's what he will practice again. And people do see that. And so, President Trump was just in Atlanta, as you showed. He's going to continue on throughout this country, having rallies. And, what part of what we're doing and what the RNC is doing is protectthevote.com, Lydia. We're out there. He's going to swamp the vote. He's going to get the vote out, but we're also going to protect it. So any city, any state you're in, sign up to be a poll watcher, be a poll worker. If you're an attorney, we need attorneys to be poll watchers. Protectthevote.com, because in November, we're going to win and we're going to take our country back.